Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another daily update video. It is Thursday, one more trading day left to go before we end the week. But let's take a look at the heat map today and do like we always do. Today we are going to talk about Riot Blockchain. So we'll talk about a little bit about the market overall. I'm going to show you how Riot Blockchain traded today. And it was actually the opposite of how Marathon Patent Group or MARA traded today, which is unusual. And I'm going to show you a news article about why that happened. As we always do, we'll do some updated technical analysis so we can predict, or at least try to predict, how Riot and possibly even MARA are going to trade tomorrow. And then, as we always do, we're going to end the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors, the hedge funds, the institutions, see how they were trading Riot Blockchain to see if we can get in on the action. So let's get right into it. Looking at the heat map here, much more red than there is green on the board. So not a great day in the market. In fact, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, they were green for most of the day, but kind of started dipping towards the end of the trading day. You can see big tech did not have a great day. Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, all down. Semis were a mixed bag. AMD was down 1%. AMD, tell you what, it hit all-time highs just a few days ago and really sold it all off in the matter of a day or two. So really just kind of pumped and dumped, I guess, on AMD. NVIDIA also had a rough day, down almost 2.5%, but Intel's continuing to climb, up 4%. You know what? Let's get right into it. Let's talk about Riot Blockchain. I want to first show you the MARA graph on Robinhood today, because take a look at this. MARA was up over 12.5% right at the opening bell, but as soon as that bell opened, as soon as the market opened, we just sold off all day long. I mean, we still opened up and closed green. We ended up being 6.3% on the day. But look at this, even after hours, we're still slowly selling off or going sideways. We're down another 0.8% in after hours trading. So yes, it was a green day, but I would have liked to at least been flat to where we opened in the morning. Now, usually Riot Blockchain and Marathon Patent Group trade together. So I'm going to show you the Riot graph, and you're going to say, well, it probably looks similar, right? Not quite. In fact, it's the opposite. Riot opened up relatively low, if you call being up 6.7% low, and then it just slowly melted up all day long. In fact, it was up 21% to close the day. After hours, we're giving it a little bit back by being down 0.6%. But really, as Marathon was slowly dipping down, so why? Why did that happen? Why did they trade differently? Well, I think it's because of two reasons. One is obviously going to be because of Bitcoin, right? So if we take a look at the daily graph on Bitcoin, Bitcoin had a good day today, up 3.7%. In fact, during the middle of the day, it basically touched $40,000 a coin again, sold it off a little bit, but overall, like I said, up 3.6 as I'm making this video. So that's one of the reasons why both Riot and Marathon had green days. But why did Riot have such a green day, whereas Marathon didn't? And that's because of this news that came out. So here's an article I saw on Yahoo Finance called Riot Blockchain announces new advisory board member. So this article came out right after the market closed yesterday. And this article is saying that they've appointed a new member of their board. And they've added this guy, Mason Japa, who is the CEO of Blockware Solutions, also just called Blockware. And if you're not familiar with the company, because I wasn't, so he's the co-founder of Blockware, which was created in 2017. And they deliver blockchain and Bitcoin mining related services to its clients, which include some of the world's most innovative mining farms and blockchain companies. So it seems already like it's a great fit that Riot now has this guy on their advisory board to help them out. It says he's a managing partner of Blockware Mining LLC, a co-location facility and self-mining operation with over 300 petahashes per second based in Kentucky, offering turnkey buy and host solutions to prospective clients. So obviously, he says he's very excited to be joining the advisory board and believes that there are many synergies that exist between his background and expertise and Riot and also the other members of the advisory board. And so the real question is, well, what is he going to do for them? So he's saying he's going to be assisting the company in its evaluation of growth opportunities by sharing his expertise in optimizing operations, enhancing marketing strategies, and pushing forward their shared goal of decentralizing Bitcoin mining hash rate by increasing the American footprint in the space. So really, that's a lot of fancy words, and I think all they're saying is he's going to help them make money. That's really what it boils down to. So obviously, the investors love that today, and that's why Riot Blockchain was up over 20% on the day. And like I said, Marathon was still green, but not as green as Riot Blockchain. Let's take a look at the TradingView chart, do some updated technical analysis to see if we can predict where we're going to trade tomorrow to close out the week. So if you've been a long-time follower, this is the graph on Marathon. And again, I think this is just up and to the right. I drew this trend line here. We're still going up in the at least short to mid-term. Let's take a look at Riot. It's nearly an identical graph. In fact, I'm going to adjust the trend line to be more in line with the recent data, make it somewhere along the lines of this. I think this hits the tops of some of these candles early on, and then the bottoms of these candles more recently. I still think, just like with Marathon Patent Group, we are just going to go up and to the right. Now, will we have another bit of a pullback or a buy the dip opportunity? It's tough to say because right now the RSI is sitting around 76. We didn't have a pullback last time on around January 8th and 9th until the RSI was around 85. That tells me we still have some more headroom in terms of more green days ahead. So I do think tomorrow, Riot is going to have another green day. Now, is it going to be another 20% day? I doubt it. I mean, what are the odds that we have two 20% days in a row? I think we'll be green, but a little bit green. Not big like we were today. But like I said, whether you bought in early or if you're trying to get in now, in my opinion, and of course this is not financial advice, I still think in the short term, no matter where you get in, you're likely to still make money because I think until Bitcoin crashes, or if it crashes, I should say, or the cryptocurrency craze fades out, I think Riot and Marathon both have room to run to go higher and higher. And just remember, if you're always scared of a pullback or a crash and you're worried about losing your profits, you can always set a stop loss or a trailing stop loss. So as the stock goes up in price, your stop loss automatically moves up with it so you can lock in profits as you go up and up and up. And that way, if you do have a pullback, you don't have to feel sorry about leaving money on the table. The one thing I do want to add on this TA chart is I'm going to add an area of trend right around here, which is at about 24, just shy of $25, because I think we've topped out a few candles recently and also the bottom of this candle here. So I think right now our area of support is just shy of $25. Let's see how that holds up. But I think long term, this trend line is going to be an area of support until we break that trend line and prove to ourselves that now Riot Blockchain is going to trend downwards. But like I said, right now, there's no end in sight. Let's end the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing today on Riot Blockchain. All right, so here's the Trade UI platform that I use to get my option flow data. You can see we're looking at ticker symbol Riot. 18 sweeps or option flow orders of big money came in today. And let's take a look. So right off the bat, take a look at this. $850,000 position came in right before market close at 3:48 p.m. And this is actually a hedge because take a look at this. At the time, Riot was trading around $29. The strike price is actually $12. That expires tomorrow. So someone is hedging one of their positions with nearly $1 million. So that's not really a bullish play. In fact, that's probably a little bit of a bearish play because it's a hedge. And then right before the market closed, here's a put option that came in at the money. I mean, we're talking literally 30 cents less than what the stock was currently trading at for $96,000. So this is also a little bit of a bearish play. Let's see what the overall trend is with all these option flows. So here's another one for about $121,000 that came in the morning. Again, this is an in the money call that was bought. So another hedge. Here's another one for another $121,000. Now this one is a bullish play. This is a February 19th expiration with a strike price of $30. So above what Riot was currently trading at the time. So someone is betting about $121,000 that Riot is going to get to $30 or higher in about the next month. So that's a bullish play there. Here's another one for $212,000. This one is a June expiration for a $40 strike. So this is a pretty big bullish play. Somebody thinks the next few months, Riot is going to get to around $40 a share. Those are the big money orders that came in. Here's one for $400,000. This is a LEAP option, a January of 2022 option. Again, for $40 a share strike price. So someone is also betting, again, that Ride is going to get to $40 or more over the next year. So it's kind of a mixture. A lot of the big money is actually hedging, but there are two big money options that are bullish plays, but they're more long term. They're not for a month, they're over a month out. So maybe what I'm gleaning from this is that the big money is expecting a little bit of a pullback in the short term, but they still think that in the long term, meaning months from now, or maybe even a year from now, Ride is ultimately going to be higher than it is right now. And I think that makes sense because we've just been going crypto crazy. So I think the big money is saying, hey, let's try and hedge our positions in case we have a little bit of a correction, a little bit of a pullback on this cryptocurrency market. And we have some positions that are long-term bullish still. So let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me know what your positions are on Riot Blockchain or Marathon Patent Group or any other cryptocurrencies, whether they're stocks or actual coins like Dogecoin and Litecoin and Ethereum or Bitcoin that you're playing. As always, make sure you join our Discord server if you're not into already. Add me on Twitter, add me on Instagram, add me on Reddit, add me on StockTwits. But most importantly, let's end the trading week green and happy trading.